Okay, so my mom told me to turn my camera on, and I don't know why.
So this is not exactly what I had planned. I had planned to make a little thing for you to pull the little questions out and then the answer, questions out and then the answer, but circumstances have changed and I need to discuss
What?
how we're going to
Wait. Hold on.
proceed.
Before you go any further, show the camera your shirt. Stand up. Stand up. Come over here. Earlier, I had my "fuck you, Kyle" shirt on.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it was going to be a numbers game.
Okay.
So you were going to pull a tab and there was going to be a question.
Okay.
First question is, how old are you?
36.
So then you pull the little tab, 36. Oh, yay, you got it right. Second question, you pull the little tab. How many letters in the alphabet?
26.
You pull the little tab, 26. Yay, you got it right. Next question. How tall are you?
Well, I was 5'11" until I fucked my neck up in the jet ski accident, so now I'm 5'10".
Oh, I might have gotten that one wrong. I might have put the wrong answer. Yay, he got it right. How many continents have you been to?
Been to?
Yeah.
6.
6.
Yeah.
Which leaves how many continents left?
1, which I want to go to. But we can't just go. Okay, hold on. But we can't just go to Antarctica. I don't want to go to Antarctica. I want to go to the South Pole. Okay. Because you can go to Antarctica on a boat. I don't want to do that. I want to go to the South Pole.
Okay, so this is why I need to have a discussion. So the question was, how many continents? Well, first the question was how many continents are there? 7. How many continents have you been to? 6. How many continents are left? 1.
Oh.
And then the last question.
How many continents have we lived on?
No. The last question was going to be
5.
How many days until you step foot on Antarctica?
Oh, okay.
The trip was going to be planned, and then there was going to be a number there with the days left. So, okay, here's the problem.
Yeah, the problem is it's $60,000 to go there for 2 weeks.
Okay, I already know that. That's not the problem.
Okay.
That's not the problem.
Is the problem that the only time that the resort is open is during... Actually, it's not a resort. It's a camp. Is the only time that they're open my busiest time of year?
Well, yes.
Okay.
That's part of the problem, but that's also not that's the only time to go.
Okay.
You can only go in their summer, which is November to March.
It's like 3 months.
Right.
You
can't go any other time. It's not like,
no, because they're not open.
Right, you
physically can't go there.
Can't go. It's covered in ice. You cannot go. So, I initially I've been talking to a travel agent. So remember when I asked you the other day when we were in Alaska if you could take a helicopter or a submarine, which would you choose?
Yeah.
Yeah, weird question.
Yeah, I thought so.
And your answer was...
a sub, because we've already been in a helicopter.
Well, we've been in a sub, too. I found that odd that you would say that after... We've been in a sub. We were in a sub in the Cayman Islands.
Oh, okay.
You're a flight guy. I just found that... I would never have guessed that would have been your answer. Anyway.
Well, you can't take a helicopter to Antarctica.
Well, actually... There are boats. So you don't take a cruise. You don't take a Princess Cruise because
it's a private chartered boat.
Well, it's not a private chartered boat. They have to have 200 passengers or less.
Okay.
So, there's a handful of them that do it. I've been doing a lot of research. There's a handful of them that do it. Some have neither. They just go and you snowshoe and you kayak and you paddleboard and you step foot on Antarctica.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Fuck that.
Well, what do you mean?
I said that's bullshit. I don't want to do that. I want to go to the South Pole. I want to go to the camp and stay there at the South Pole.
You want to sleep there?
Yes, I want to stay there for at least a few days. For 2 at least. Because there's all sorts of shit you can do. There's like hikes and there's these giant fucking divots that you can hike out to sea and...
Well, that you do when you're on the cruise. You do all those things. You don't necessarily have to. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, South Pole. I want to stay there.
Okay, well, you'll have to define that. You'll have to show me what you're talking about, because there are ones that you can go. Okay, so let me get to my question.
Okay.
My problem.
Okay.
So there are some, not cruises, some expeditions under 200 that you just go and you walk and you do this, and then you move, get back on the boat, you go and you take these zodiacs in and out. There are some that have helicopters on board. The ship has a helicopter.
Okay.
There are some that have a sub, a little submarine. They put it out the side, drop it down in, and you go on a submarine.
Uh-huh.
There's one that has both.
Okay.
Scenic Eclipse has a helicopter. Actually, it has 2 helicopters. And what are you doing?
I am changing this.
Spending $60,000. I would like your undivided attention.
Oh, you have my attention.
I don't think so. I do. You look very distracted.
Nope. I am going to pull up.
Oh, what you want?
Yep.
Okay, so I did see there's a couple of things that you can go and spend the night.
This.
Okay.
It used to be a scientific lab. Now they've turned it into a base camp for the South Pole.
I have seen that.
So if I'm going to Antarctica, I'm not just going to Antarctica. I want to go to the South Pole.
Okay.
And I want to stay here for 2 days or 1 night, at least 2 days, like preferably 2 nights, but.
Okay, so that we have to figure out if you do that off of one of these cruise ships.
No, the only way, I've looked at this before, the only way to get here is you have to fly here. They have their own runway that they make and monitor. You have to land on ice. You have to fly here. You can't get here from a boat.
Okay, so then this is completely different than what
see, look at this. No, that's 9 days, but
what's that price say?
$92,000.
That's per person?
I don't know if that's per person.
Yeah, it's per person.
6 or 7. Okay, so here, 6 or 7 days, 62. That's what I'm saying. It's $60,000 to do what I want to do.
Oh, okay.
That's what I told you. It's $60,000 to do what I want to do.
Per person.
I told you it was $60,000.
Okay. All right. Well,
but you go to like literally the South Pole, and they move it every year because the South Pole is constantly moving. So they actually move the pole to where it's geologically, like magnetically accurate.
I understand. I've read that too. That the Antarctic Circle is not a defined, like the Arctic Circle that we crossed over.
Yeah.
Is a defined thing. It's
right.
This. It's that. It's here you're there, here you're not.
Yeah, I understand that, but yeah, like you can't.
Right. Yeah.
You can't. But that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think you can just go here for 2 days. Like you have to go there on one of their things, and the reason why it's so expensive is because they have to privately charter a 767 airliner to get you out there.
Okay.
Because you can't just go there on a boat or a helicopter.
All right. So then tell me if this is something that you either do or don't want to do. Then.
I'm doing it before I die.
Well, hold on. I was planning on doing.
Okay.
So the Scenic Eclipse has 2 helicopters and a submarine.
The what?
It's called the Scenic Eclipse. Not the one, not 2.
Scenic, this one?
Yes. So go to that. So they have all kind of different Antarctica where you step foot on the continent. You're not just driving by like this. So there's the submarine. There's 2 helicopters.
Why isn't it?
There's one of them.
Why isn't it auto-populating?
To cross the Antarctic Circle, they are discontinuing those cruises after February of 2025.
Why?
I don't have an answer to that, but they're still going to Antarctica. And you can still step foot on Antarctica. You can do the submarine, you can do the helicopter. But the cruise to cross the Antarctic Circle, there's 2 rooms. 2 rooms. The cheapest rooms, which I'm not pleased about. So I was going to book us. I couldn't get us the most expensive room. I couldn't get us the second most expensive room. I was going to book us on the third most expensive room for the last week of February, the first week of March of 2027. I figured by then you'll be this, you'll be that, the business will be fine, whatever. We're
Okay.
good. But their last cruise to cross the Antarctic Circle is February 17th of 2025.
Okay, that's in 8 months.
Yeah.
And that's my busiest month out of the entire year.
I know.
How long is the cruise?
Well, it's 14 days, and then you have to fly in. You're required to fly in a day before because you can't miss your cruise.
For those of you who don't know, in February of 2022, I made $44,000 in 1 month. So it is my absolute busiest time of year.
So the question is, do you want me, and you don't have to answer right now because we have plenty of time, but do you want me to book that?
How much is the cruise? Because I'd rather not do that. I'd rather just wait and do the South Pole.
Okay, so then that's the answer. I mean, it's $55,000.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Spend double and we'll go to the South Pole later.
Well, it's triple.
Well, no. Well, it's a little bit more than double.
Well, and that, yeah, we don't know what that includes, but that's for half the time.
Yeah, you don't want to go there for that long. On a cruise, you've got stuff to do.
Yeah. Okay.
At the base camp, you go out and hike. There's nothing to do inside the base camp.
All right, so no cruise.
I'd rather not. I'd rather not spend that much money on a cruise that we're not going to go to the South Pole. Okay, Antarctica, cool. I want to go to the South Pole. If I'm going to say I went to Antarctica, the first question people are going to ask, oh, did you go to the South Pole? Yes, I absolutely fucking did.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we had this conversation. I didn't book a cruise. $55,000. Okay, so that ends that.
Yeah, we'll go to the South Pole later.
Okay.
That's all.